Good morning, everyone. Cat.fish.0. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but it's an important lesson, I suppose, and also one of the quintessential facets of the content that I will create on this channel, at least the spoken word content. It's really about say-do ratio, right? So do what you're going to say you do. So I was on a long walk this morning in the beginning of it, and I passed these two young kids setting up for a sale out in front of their house, and the young boy, waved over and said, "Hey, sale, you want to buy something? All right, I'll come take a look." I asked him if he had any records. He didn't have records. I forgot what else I asked about, but ultimately I said, "You have any baseball cards?" He goes, "Oh yeah, sure." So let me see them. So I'm looking through them, and they really weren't nothing special, but nonetheless, I found four players that I found interesting, and he says $2 a piece, and I was like, okay. And so his sister goes, "No, I think you should sell them all four for $5." And I told the kid, I said, "No, if you said $2 a piece. I'm going to go on a long walk. Please set these four cards aside, and I will come back later with the $8. And so I continued on my walk. I probably walked for a good hour. I actually filmed some content that I'll post later, some good nature content. So I was pretty gone for an hour and a half. It's kind of an arduous walk back to my house up a long hill. And anyway, I got back, got a coffee, and I was exhausted, didn't feel like going anywhere. As I'm sitting down, I thought, no, you got to go back. Like, I told the kid I'd be back, got to go back. Didn't matter how I was feeling. I didn't want to break my word to that kid that I didn't know from Adam. So went upstairs, to my wallet, got all I had were $5s, so I was like, all right, I'll just give him $10. So got the money, walked back on down there. He kind of sees me around the corner. It's right around the block from my house, and he's like, "Hey, you the guy that told me to set aside four cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I got your money." So he hands me the cards, and I'm like, "Here, man, just keep the $10, and we're good." Right? So he said, "Thank you," and I said, "You're welcome." Walked away with the cards, less $10. So I gave him essentially $2 extra, but and the point of it is, maybe he'll remember it, maybe he won't. It's really not so much about the lesson that he may get from that experience, but it's really more about, me and my say-do ratio. I like it to be very high. I told him I was going to come back. I did it. And so, in your daily life, when you're if interacting with anybody, right, whether it's personal, professional, it doesn't really matter. Just, think about your say-do ratio. Don't say you're going to do something unless you have a high likelihood that you're going to do it, right? Because that really puts a negative taint on your image to that particular person. But again, it's not about the other person, it's about you. So the higher one's say-do ratio is, in my view, my opinion, the easier you sleep at night, right? You got pride in the fact that you do what you say you're going to do. Simple concept, but a lot of people just don't do that, which is, I don't know if it's sad, it's just how a lot of people are. But I'm different, like 2 Chainz. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Rolled up to the scene with my seal missing. Yeah, I'm weird, I get it, but one can be weird, but also reliable. So anyway, like I said, longer form video here, but I think it's important to say everything that I said, and I just want you to think about that when you're listening to this. Keep your say-do ratio high, and the world will be a much better place. All right, peace, y'all. Cat.fish.0. Talk to you later.